and you'll never get reparation as long as this generation lives. Because to give you reparation, to give us reparation, is to admit that what they did was wrong, just as they gave reparation to the Japanese and others. But to the Native Americans, better known as the Indians, and to the Native African Americans, now considered African Americans, having been Negroes, having been black, and having been colored, however you want to identify yourselves. Have you forgotten the thousands that were thrown overboard in the crossing? Have you forgotten the lynchings that are taking over even as I speak? Have you forgotten? Well, if you have, I would hope that you would at least stop and give thanks to the Most High for just saving you, breaking the chains that had you bound. Give thanks for all the things that the Most High has given you. Don't forget that. If you've forgotten everything else, don't forget that. Just remember that to God be the glory. I'm going to break the conversation for a minute and let's listen to one of my favorite songs. The song that is sang by our dearly beloved departed brother Andre Crouch. And we give him the credit for this song, my tribute. It is not our music. We make no royalties on it. And we never sell our podcast, so we owe no royalties. But we just love to just give credit, to honor the ones who took the time to give us these beautiful songs, beautiful music. And we want to honor them by saying thank you. Thank you for allowing us to play this song today. My dearly departed brother, hopefully in the spirit, you will hear your song being played this morning. And it's called My Tribute by Andre Crouch.
How can I say thanks for the things you've done for me? Things so undeserved, yet you gave to prove your love to me. The voices of a million angels could not express my gratitude. All that I am and ever hope to be, I owe it all to thee. He has raised me. Just let me live my life and let it be pleasing, Lord, to thee. And should I gain any praise, let it go to
If 1,000,000 angels were to sing praise to the Most High, they could not express, saints of the Most High, my gratitude for the life that I've lived to come to this ripe old age, actually, having been through so many storms through not too long. And you too must feel the pain, the weariness of finding yourselves in the middle of storms, much of which you manifested on your own, and others that you just became a victim of circumstances. And a lot of it is just because of who you are and choosing the wrong priorities as to where you should be in this whole scheme of God's creation. I'm reminded in the book of books, the beginning, Genesis chapter 11. And to extract from the words of the Most High that was given to us as a template to live by. Genesis chapter 11 verses 1 through 9 tells a story of a people who came to the place in their prosperity, in their desire to be the greatest of all the nations, began to build this building, this tower that we call the Tower of Babel. And here we see a king, Nimrod, who told the people, let us go up, way up, if I may paraphrase, go up into the heavens. In other words, that we will be like God, or at least he would be like God. Taking an arrow and shooting it up into the heavens, as if to say, I defy you, God. So God came down and he saw what the people were doing, and he separated them, changed their language. In other words, they couldn't understand each other anymore. And so they had to go off into their individual tribes to thrive. No rhyme intended. So we see a clear template here where God is saying, stay in your lane, stay with your tribe. They are the ones who control everything in this republic. They're staying in their tribe. And yet here we are trying to make them love us, that they will, if you will, integrate us into their tribe. It's not going to happen, folks. I use the analogy all the time to people about the fish. There are two fish. One is a sheep's head, to those of you who love to fish. And then there's the drum. They have the same color. They have the same black stripes. They have the same human-looking teeth. They eat the same kind of food, the barnacles and crabs and so forth. But they're not the same. The drum is a part of the redfish family, and the sheep's head is in a category all by himself. But they're not the same. They travel in the same schools, but they don't mate. They're not the same. Who are we that we would reverse things that happened in Genesis chapter 11, 1 through 9? Did not God have a purpose in separating us? Then why are we so, if you will, hell-bent on being together? There is no out of many one. No. They're trying to take your one vote away, folks. Wake up. It's tribalism, not democracy. Stupid. And I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying that whole thought process that the tribes can mix and be equal. It does not work. One will always try to be the fittest for survival's sake. And you see that happening right now. Survival of the fittest. And the one who has already determined that they are superior is showing all of their strengths to remain superior, to be the ones to have, and for us to be the have-nots. Regardless of how you go up the ladder in the social status of things, you're still in another tribe. And the one tribe does not see you equal to them. Did you get that, folks? This is not a racist commentary today. This is just facts. And we need to come to grips with facts. Stop believing in what was said some years ago. Can't we just get along? The question is, can we? No, not as human beings. We never will be able to get along. There will always be the tribal competition in whatever race, wherever region. It's the environment, folks, that's going to motivate us to be a part of our tribe. And the environment here is, can we just all get along? Unequivocally, the answer is no. Can we be separate and yet equal under God? Yes. But we have to determine that we are separate, like it was in Tulsa in 1921. But even then, the other tribe, because of jealousy, will want to take what you have. In Rosewood, here in Florida, a whole thing broke out because a white woman said that she was raped by a big nigger. And as they began to terrorize, they went into one of the homes, and he said, that nigga got a piano. I don't have a piano. So they began to shoot the place up, burn it up. Can we just all get along?